Okay, I wanted to produce a quick video on using Elicit and a couple of other alternatives. So here in my screen, you see the Elicit summary or output for one of their practice questions. It says, wearing an activity tracker improve health outcomes? One of the things you see here is you see a summary of the top 4 papers. So when I think about what is the Elicit research summary, this is what I'm thinking about. If I scroll down, I see those papers and brief abstract summaries about each of these papers. If I want to go and read the entire paper, I can do a couple of things. So I can click in here, and then I can click on Semantic Scholar, which will open the paper in a new tab if it's available in Semantic Scholar, and most of the Elicit papers should be. But I can also click on this link called DOI, and DOI is a way that people have developed to track or to systematically indicate papers in a database. You can just copy that link and then put it in your browser bar like I just did, and it will bring up the paper as published. So those are 2 ways then to get to see the paper after you have run your Elicit summary. Now, one issue with Elicit is that it works on the system of credits, and while all of you received 5,000 credits to begin, you can quickly run through those. So I want to show you 3 other ways really to try and answer this question. Does wearing an activity tracker improve health outcomes? You can just search in Google Scholar, so scholar.google.com, and you can just put that question in here, and it will try and find words that match the keywords. So Google Scholar, though, is not really oriented around answering questions. It's oriented around topics. So activity trackers, health, would be a better way to find papers related to the effect of activity trackers on health outcomes. You'll note it does not give you a summary or anything like that as you go. You might be tempted, let's go to ChatGPT and try it. I did that over here. Does wearing an activity tracker improve health outcomes? And it certainly gives an answer, but it's hard to assess it because it's not providing citations. We can ask it to give us citations as well. Please give me citations in support of your statements. And now it's giving us some citations. Some of these papers will be real. Some of them will not be real. So you would have to then individually go and look and assess each one. Another approach is to use Bing Copilot. So I asked Bing, please summarize the literature on does wearing an activity tracker improve health outcomes? It gave me a summary, but I didn't really like the references it gave. These are to press releases and newspaper articles and things like that, whereas I wanted it to reference the academic literature. So I said, can you redo the summary, but limit your sources to academic journal articles that are indexed in PubMed? PubMed is a big database of published articles, leaning heavily towards articles that are related to medicine and public health. And then it gave me a updated summary with identifying 3 key papers, but giving me links to 5 papers in total. And I can click on these links, and it'll pull up the paper. So those are a couple of different approaches to getting information about a research topic or research question that I encourage you to think about as we move forward in this process.